friends, hope you all are keeping well and staying at home. Once again we are back to this online class. Children, yesterday we have started this chapter 3 and we have completed half. Okay, so the little bit is there that now we are going to continue. Okay, hope you have all understood whatever yesterday we have learned. So yesterday we have stopped there. I will stay till here. Okay, last paragraph. Okay, now today we are going to this last paragraph. We are going to start. So here page number 25. All of you take that. Okay. So now the midnight moon looked down upon the small boy sitting alone upon a stone halfway up the dike. Okay, so midnight that means that midnight it became morning. Okay, moon was no more there, and it was almost morning in the dike. His head was bent, but he was not asleep. That boy was, his head was bent. Bent means jhukna. Okay, his head was already bent because it was very cold. And his full body was paining. So he was not able to stand, and his head was bent. He waited but he was not asleep. His head was bent, but he was not asleep, and his finger also was in the hole. He did not take out his finger, and he did not sleep also. Okay, only his head was bent. Understood? Till whole night he stayed this way. So he waited for someone to come, and he was waiting to come someone. Okay. He knew if he drew away his finger, the angry waters would rush forth over the town. Because Hans was knowing, okay? Hans was knowing if he takes out his hand, if he takes out his hand from the hole, that water will come out, that angry water will rush, okay? Rush out all the town. This Harlem city will be washed out. That's why he did not take out his finger from the hole. All night he kept his finger on the hole and stayed there all night. No, he would hold it there till daylight if he lived. So he told, okay, if for to morning till morning I will stay till someone come. He thought, and he stayed there. At daybreak, he saw a man with a lantern in his hand. At daybreak means morning. It was morning. Then he saw one man. Okay, one man was coming. In his hand there was lantern. Lantern means light. Light they have no before they were using lantern. So that light one man was holding and coming. That one he saw. He was a laborer returning after work all night. That was a laborer, means he was working somewhere, maybe whole night he worked. So he was going back to home with a lantern in his hand. The man thought he heard groans as he walked along on the top of the dike. So that man thought, okay, thought means he heard maybe some groans. Groan means some sound, okay, some sound he was hearing. So he walked along to top of the dike. So he heard some noise, sound. So he walked to the dike. Okay, so he top of the dike he went to see what is making noise. Bending, he saw far down on the side a child writhing with pain. So bending, that man bent like this little bit, and so that one boy was writhing means rolling with pain. Okay, twisting means rolling with pain, means he was not able to stand, but he was rolling like this and standing. That man so little bit he bent, and so that boy he was rolling with a pain. In the name of Wonder Boy, he exclaimed, "What are you doing there?" So that man He wondered what this boy is doing. So he shouted, that man shouted to Hans, "What are you doing there?" Okay, he shouted. "I am keeping the water from running out," was the simple answer of the little hero. But Hans, what he answered, that man shouted, "No, what are you doing there?" That Hans gave simple answer. He said, "I am keeping the water from running out. Water is running out, so I am stopping. I am keeping." Okay, that's much he answered. "Tell them to come quick." Okay, so that Hans told that I'm okay keeping the water running out. So you call someone and tell them to come here quick. Firstly, tell them to come. It is needless to add that they did come quickly, and it was immediately came. Many people he called, and quickly everybody came. The town of Haarlem and a great part of Holland was saved. Okay, so this way the town of Haarlem, that Haarlem city was, the town was saved by this little boy Hans, and Holland was saved. Years passed, many things were forgotten, but the country is still grateful to the little hero who kept his finger in the dike. Okay, years passed. So many years passed. Many things were forgotten. Okay, many things means whatever things happened, everything forgotten. Many years over, but the country is grateful to this boy till today. But to this boy till today, people are very grateful because he has saved all the city, all the people of city of Haarlem. Yes or no? So they are very grateful to this small boy who saved all the people. Imagine if that flood will come from this dike, what so many people would have been died, no? So this small boy has saved these people. That's why they are grateful till today. Understood? So hope you have understood this story. So this story is written by Dutch Lenz. Okay? So this. Now, once again, I want to tell you this story in short. Okay, hope you all have understood this story. So this story is in many years ago. Okay, many years ago, there lived a small boy in Haarlem, Holland. Holland is a place name and Haarlem is a city name. So there lived a small boy named Hans Brinker. Yes. So his father was working in the dike. Dike means dam. Is right. Yes. So he was working there too. His father's work was to open the gate carefully and close the gate carefully. If he make little bit mistake, that water will come out and wash all the people of Harlem. So his work is that. So his father is very responsible and he was doing very carefully his duties. Okay. And he explained about that water, what will happen if this water come out. So his father explained to Hans that if this water will come out, then all the people will be washed away. That's why he has to be very careful, he tells to his son. Then wonder what happens. His mother make a very delicious cake. Yes, very delicious cake. Then Hans ate his share. Okay, his mother made, so he ate. After eating, Hans thinks that there was a poor man beside the dike. Okay, so Hans think of that poor blind man. He was blind. Then Hans is thinking of giving some cake to that poor man. Okay, so Hans asked his mother to give some cake to this poor man. So his mother also was very happy that my son is thinking to that poor man. So his mother also packed some cake and gave to this poor man, and Hans takes and goes to the poor man. But before going, Hans' father told, he has made promise to Hans that you will come soon home. You will not stay late there. Okay, so Hans also says, okay, I will not stay late, I will come back soon. So he takes the cake and goes to that poor blind man. So he goes and gives, and he thinks that on the way he was thinking and going that when I will give this cake to the poor man, that poor man will be very happy. No. So same way that when he reached, when he gave this cake to the poor man, that poor man also was very happy, and he had, and Hans also stayed there 1 hour with him. And when while he was coming back, okay, while Hans was coming back, he was very happy looking at the flowers, grass. No, it was very beautiful. So he was very happy, and he plucked some flowers also for his mother. Yes. So like this, he was holding in his hand some flowers, and he was coming, and he was humming a song. He was singing himself, and he was coming. But while he was coming on the way, he hears, okay, he hears a sound of trickling water. Trickling means water dropping. When water drops, we hear some noise, no? Same way, Hans also heard some noise, okay, some sound that trickling water, okay. So he looks where it is, okay, what noise it is. So he goes and sees that water is dropping from the dike. Then he knew that if this water will, it was small hole, okay, hole means chet, small hole, but by falling little, that hole will become big, no? So he thought that if by falling water it will become big. If I leave and go, by the time I leave and go, that water will fall, and that hole will become big, and people will be washed away. So he thought of, then he touched that hole and saw that in one finger he can stop that water, no? So like this, he thought, if I will leave and go, all the people will be washed away, all the people will die, it will be flooded. So he stays there, okay, he stays holding that whole night. He was waiting that someone will come, but nobody came. He was holding this, he was pain, his body was paining, he was shivering in cold, because it is cold, no? And if we are holding water, what will happen? Yeah, our finger also will it will pain, and his whole body was paining. But till morning he was holding the ball like this with one finger. His head was bent, okay, but he was not sleep. But whole night he was holding that pole and staying there. Then morning, it became morning. Then morning, one man was coming. He was laborer. He was working somewhere. So he was coming with a lighted. Okay. Then he saw that one boy. So he shouted, "What are you doing?" And Hans is telling that I am keeping the water from coming out. Okay. That much only he said, and that man called people, and they came and stopped the that water. Okay, so this way, this great boy, okay, this Hans has saved the Haarlem of city, okay, city of Haarlem. So people are very grateful to Hans till today. So in this is the story. So in this story, what we learn? Yes, we should always be selfless. We should do selfless service. Okay, we should not be selfish. Understood? So we should always think what way it is good to do, what to do. Okay, so we should learn from Hans that we should care for people. We should listen to others. Understood? So this is the story. Hope you have understood. Now question answers you will get in PDF. I will send you in the group. Okay. So now book exercise will be there. Vocabulary, this I will explain you in the next video. For today, here we stop. Hope you have understood. Stay at home and enjoy. Thank you.